Hello and welcome to the kitchen table. I hope you're doing well. Are you coping with everything that's going on? It's such a strange time, isn't it? Some plans were made for Christmas. Oh, plans changed for Christmas. I was thinking the butchers wouldn't be selling huge joints of meat like they had planned to, but they're actually rushed off their feet because more and more people are having to buy meat that mum was going to be cooking or that their sister-in-law was going to deal with. Everything's changing. And that just seems so appropriate for 2020, where nothing has been the same from the beginning of the year. We have gone through a roller coaster of different emotions, different experiences, so many chops and changes. We are now coming to the point where we gather usually in family groups. Our groups will be much smaller this year. They may not even be a group. For many of us, this might be a time where we decide to just draw close to ourselves and to stay safe over the Christmas period. But nonetheless, even in the madness, even in the chop and the change and the topsy and the turvy, there are moments where God breaks through. There are so many moments where we see God at work. I had to go to the hospital the other day, and I need to share with you the story. I was having a cannula put in, and, well, not to put too fine a point on it, it was hurting quite a lot because the nurse that was trying to find my veins, which is always a bit of a job, really was struggling. And she was in and wriggling, and it was horrible. And to my rescue came a really lovely young man whose name was Jesus. And he came and he put the cannula straight in first time. A really lovely young man who was teaching the young woman how to do it. It was great. Job done. But Jesus in the midst of it, it was just quite amusing. And then I went and sat in the waiting room, and I had a conversation with another lady who was waiting, and she was saying about this nice young man, Jesus, who had been helping her. And the conversation went on, and she discovered that I was a vicar, and she said, I really think God must be trying to tell me something. First of all, Jesus comes and sorts me out, and then he sends a vicar. Maybe I need to be thinking about something. God encounters, moments where you just are reminded of God in our midst. They're many, they're varied, they're unexpected. They just bring such joy. And this year has been such a tough year. I'm going to ask you for some homework. And I really, really, really hope that you're going to help me with this one. I had a thought in the middle of the night. Dangerous time for Alison to have a thought. But I was wondering if you've got something, just a sentence, maybe two, of something that has made this year, this horrible, horrible year, feel as though it hasn't been without God in it. Have you had an experience of God across this year that's just made you stop, draw breath and feel blessed? Despite all the madness around, that we are not alone and that God is helping us. I'd love to put together the service that I'll be doing after Christmas with some clips of testimony, just as gathering and reminding ourselves that as we draw to the end of this year and move into a new year, which will still be tough, make no mistake, but as we do that, we don't do it on our own. And that God is in so many unexpected places, but we just forget to share that good news when we're too busy sharing and dwelling in the bad news. If you've got a smartphone, just point it towards you, do a flip on the screen and record yourself just telling me where you've seen God at work in your life in 2020. And we can share that, knit them together and make it into a blessing to remind us that in the darkness there is light. In devastation there is hope, and in turmoil there can be peace. So do please send it to me by WhatsApp. I'm on WhatsApp. You can find me on Alison Soughton at WhatsApp, or by text message. We'll put the number, I think the numbers are on the screen anyway, so send it to me however you can, and then we'll see what that can bring. Go on, be a blessing for friends, family, neighbours, and those you don't know. I really hope that some of you have been able to catch up with the carol service that we did the other day. It's online as the Spirit of Christmas. If you know people who haven't watched it, who are maybe saying, oh, I wish there was a carol service, send them online. Do join us for the midnight mass, which won't quite be a midnight mass, but it will be a meal to remember. And we've got Archdeacon Sue Groom is preaching for us that night, so do join us for midnight mass. We'll be posting that for 11:30 on Christmas Eve, and then we'll be back at the table on Christmas morning, sharing in the joy and the hope of the season. Stay safe in these really strange times, and stay close to God. Phone if you need me. I'm here. God bless. Bye for now.